If you watch this later on, you are not live with me if you see this message, because I'm not live. You are watching me and, in the replay. And I appreciate you watching the replay. And I really appreciate it when y'all watch the whole replay, because live streams make more money. So the longer you stay in a live stream, the longer you help me out. So hello, my whole squad and whole nation. Welcome, welcome as you watch this later on. And if you're new and you just happen to see this and click on, don't run away. Don't run away. Because you'll regret it later on. Because then you'll see something else and say, I should have been watching her all this time. I should have been watching her all the time. So this is December. And December, people put out a lot of content. So I'm trying to put out content. And I'm very lax on videoing. So it was either, I have this thing now I'm trying to do for this season. This is the end of the year. Is either go live, have a video, do a short, something comes up every day. Now I'm working on it. It didn't start out that way, but so far I'm doing okay now. I'm catching up. I guess I got to do some best ofs. I got to do some other stuff. So I'm doing a live stream because I haven't videoed anything lately. So with that, I'm going to give people a chance to come in, see how many people come in, and then we'll figure out what is this going to be. So you have two choices that we could talk about tonight. We can either do my Black Friday haul, or we can do the advent calendar. We can talk about the Bloomingdale's advent calendar. I can go over it, say what I think of it. But as you come in and say hello. I see 3 people now. I know y'all here. Come on and say hello. Don't be shy. Nobody will see you. They'll just see what you typed. Hey, how are you? Oh boy. Can y'all believe that Christmas is next week? Next week, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I am kind of slightly discombobulated. Now, I will say that I've done most of my Christmas shopping. Is done. Yeah, it's done. And they're going to get what they're going to get. Hey, Lowski. I like saying it like that. Hey, Lowski. I'm not calling you D'Angelo anymore. I'm calling you Lowski. So, just say which one you want. Do you want the haul or do you want the advent calendar? The haul or the advent calendar? Yeah, there go your pigtails. Because it's going to be like this for a minute. Because, I can't be doing my hair. Do your hair. What is that? Okay. What is that about? Advent calendar. Okay, so if nobody else comes in here soon, you called it. Then I'll try to do my haul as a video. We'll see how that goes. We will see how that goes. But I have to do the haul soon because I need to put everything away. But I do have quite a bit of things. Mind their business, right? Whew. But yeah, it's like, is it just me or is it feeling weird? This is like a really weird and strange Christmas time. No more better. Okay, so we got another advent calendar. I'm giving until we hit. They got 10 more seconds, and then it's the advent calendar. It is. Hi, Ma. All right, so let's talk advent calendar. The winner is the advent calendar. What the heck did I do with it? Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's talk advent calendar. Let me see, did I do this right? Of course, I probably didn't. It's like Christmas is next week, y'all. Christmas is next week. Christmas is next week. Okay. It just feels like this is a weird, I don't know. I think the whole strangeness and weirdness of this year has bled into this time too, because it is extremely weird right now to me. Okay, so let me move some things. Let me show you. So for the people who have not seen it, this is the 12 Days of Fragrance Advent Calendar by Bloomingdale's. Now, I am not one to buy Advent calendars. I know that's a thing for content creators, especially on TikTok and everything. You know, IG, that's what I'm really seeing, the Advent calendars. So they are really pulling these Advent calendars, the $1,000 Dior calendar, the this calendar, people buying them, and some of them are being sent to them. Let's just be honest. But a lot of them are buying them just, pretty much for content. I ain't got coin like that. Now, let me say this. I ain't mad at them because some of them do have that coin. And they making that coin on IG. So they should, get the people what they want. But I ain't got to do that. So anyway, this one was $125. It was in my budget. And it had some things that I was interested in. Hi, treat yourself. Hey, Nisha. It had some things that I was really interested in. So that's why I was like, oh, okay, so this ain't a bad idea. And the sizes were perfect because, baby, some of these, oh my goodness, some of these are ridiculous. Y'all, I saw Wisdom K opened up some more of that Louis Vuitton Advent calendar thing he got. Luckily, he didn't pay for it because everything he opened up, everyone that he opened up was a paper ornament. I was dying laughing, and you could tell he was trying to be nice. I'm gonna show it to y'all. I'm gonna find it for tomorrow when we do face fragrance and foolery, because it was like, So people are, and this year, let me just say, maybe because I started looking at them, of course, because then once you look at one or two, the algorithm really hits you. It's like people really purchasing them. Now, I will say this. Harrods had a really good Advent calendar. If I had the money and had got it, I'd have got it. Baby, it's a bunch of paper ornaments. I'm going to show y'all tomorrow. It's hilarious. And he got a Gucci one, too. That's funny, too. I hope he ain't take them down because it's hilarious. I was dying laughing watching them. So anyway, but this one had things I wanted. Now there's some things in here that I already tried, I own or whatever. So, but for the price point and the size, it was good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take each one out because I've worn them all, which we know that's really stellar for me because normally I buy shit like this and it goes into some type of deep, deep black hole in my room, never to be seen again. I might look at it a couple of times, put a couple of things on there, and that's it. But I have tried everything, worn them a few times. So let's get started. So number one is Byredo Ball de Freak. Now, this is one of the ones that I was looking to try. So this is like a 5 mil. I think this is a 5 mil. This got to be. But it is the little minis without the sprayers. Now, that's the only thing when you get these types. Okay. Now, the reason why I wanted to try this, because I'm not a huge Byredo person, but I had seen that when I was looking up for Gransica, that people were saying that Al Rayhan by Attar collection is very similar, which, I wouldn't say it's a dupe, but it's very similar. So I wanted to see, was there a similarity? And there is. So this is a fruity floral, but it gives it's not tropical, but it's summery. It's like a summery, fruity floral. At first, I was like, nah, not loving Al Rayhan, but I wore it this summer, and it was just so cute and so pretty and so just hang out, right? You did an art advent. Hey, Melissa. Okay, a kit for painting my own paper ornaments. Right, yes. You just go get, listen, you guys to see it. So, but we know, but of course, Al Rayhan, the Attar version of it, lasts longer, is much stronger. So yes, these are very similar, but so if you got Bal de Freak, or if you have Al Rayhan, you don't need Bal de Freak. And I wouldn't go get Bal de Freak if you have Al Rayhan, because it's about the same thing, but it lasts longer because, Byredo has a reputation for not lasting that long, especially at the price point. So that's number one. Then number two is Delina. So y'all know I've owned Delina forever. I've had it for, Delina was one of my first, when I was really getting into niche. So I've had Delina for 5 years. So yeah, isn't that long? Can you imagine that we really started talking about, a lot of y'all really started hanging around with me during the pandemic. And we started really talking about fragrances. And look at this, 5 years later. Okay. But anyway, so Delina, we know this is an icon. She's an icon. Now this is a 5 ml. I'm gonna show a 5 ml spray, which is good. So you are getting really good sizes. No sample sizes. This is all 5 ml and above, which made this really worth the pricing for $125. So if you don't know about this iconic screechy, lychee rhubarb rose, go try it someplace, because I personally am a fan of Delina. I know not everybody likes Delina, but I'm a Delina girl. And I will not take back my love of Delina. Okay, next one we have is this one. This is Initio's Power Self. Now this is a newer Initio. This one is another 5 mils. Yeah, this is a 5 ml right here. 5 ml. All right. So let me say what I think. And remember, this is just my thoughts. Okay. This is a very pretty, musky floral. Really pretty. Very, soft life, girly, feminine energy, all that other good stuff that everybody's saying right now, right? However, oh yeah, this is a good one. This is a great one. Once you see everything else in here. However, I would never pay for Initio's price for this, because this is a floral musky fragrance. You can find this at a much lower price point. Not this particular one, but you can find really gorgeous floral musk at a much lower price point. Much lower price point. So, I mean, if you want to spend the money, if you try and you want to spend the money on it, go ahead. You want to treat yourself. But I'm saying this isn't something that I would like rush out to buy at the price point that it is. Not $300 some. Not even 200 something on the gray market. I mean, like roses, like for instance, roses musk. I mean, I'm a floral girl, so I have a lot of florals, and I got a lot of floral musk. So it's like, no, okay. Number 4, Baciami by Bulgari, and this is a 10 mil. So they wasn't playing. They not playing. So we got a 10 mil of Baciami. Now, if you don't know, Baciami has been the girl. Baby, all the girls, it was viral. All the girls on TikTok, everybody was talking about Baciami by Bulgari. And this is one of the, of course, more expensive ones by Bulgari. Now, I had tried this before. So this wasn't like a newer one and I just needed to try it. So it was like, okay. However, and of course, gifts. And you know what? I appreciate these are like for real, for real. So these are, just, they like some, like we threw it in a bottle or something. This is Bloomingdale's. Okay, so this is a vanilla white floral, specifically gardenia. All the girls were loving it. All the girls were loving it. And this is why. And I said this before and I stand by because I did try it on again. I tried it on again. It is popular because it bridges it's floral enough for the gourmand girlies to say they're wearing a floral, but it has that vanilla so that they're in their comfort zone. So I'm just telling the truth. So it is a floral vanilla, white floral vanilla, gardenia specific vanilla floral with some amber in it. So if you want you want a little, if you want to feel like you're wearing and spend some money, because this is a luxury one. This is luxurious and the luxurious pricing. If you want something like that, if you want a floral vanilla and you want something kind of luxurious, this is a good one. Now, do I want it? No, because I'm not. I, I mean, the floral vanilla is like, okay, that's not my style, really. I mean, like I said, it's a really pretty fragrance. It's just not for me. It's okay. And so that one is number 4. I'm probably gonna wind up giving this to B for Christmas, but make this part of her Christmas gift, because Juliet has a gun, not a perfume. I own this also, and this is, what size is this? Let's see, because I didn't even open it up because I was like, yeah, okay, I got it. This is another. Oh, this is a 7 mil. Oh, this is a 5 mil. It just did different. So, if you don't know, Juliet has a gun. This is out. This is a ambroxan. I think it's ambroxan, but it's a molecular, and so it's a musky molecular kind of vibe. Very good to wear either separately or to layer with things, because it kind of enhances things, and it just wears really, just your skin but better kind of vibe. If you do not know, that's what it is. So that is that one. So what y'all up to? How y'all doing? So, it's a little amber, it's a little musky. What does it got? Ambroxan and Cetilox. That's all it says. Okay. So then we have this one, number 6. Da, 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 da. Okay. Penhaligon's Halfetti. And this one is, let's see what size this is. I think this is another 5 ml. Let's look and see, because I don't remember. Now, there was a time that I really wanted to try this. Oh, this is 10 mLs. See what I'm saying? These are good sizes. So, because Halfetti was super popular. I remember, but this was the YouTube days. This is, what I have to say, I should say YouTube popular, because of course there's a difference between what's popular and trendy and what is really popular now. And the reason why I say that is because, of course, we are early people into buying all this stuff. So a lot of things that were popular for other, that are popular, a lot of stuff that we saw as popular never made it to those areas, because we're now on this, gotta get. So anyway, here we go. This is Halfetti. And everybody talks about it. Oh, they love it. Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. It is a very woody fragrance. It's got oud, it's got cedar, it's got sandalwood. It's very woody, it's woody spicy. And I don't know, it's not, okay, here's what I'm going to say. I think it's not spicy enough. It leans more woody than spicy, which means to me, it's okay. I don't necessarily want it. Like, I think I'm gonna wind up. Maybe I should break this up and not give it all to B, because I'll probably give this to DJ or Brandon for them, because this would be something I know B ain't gonna want this. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Try to break it up to things that they want, that I think they will want. So anyway, yeah, this is Halfetti. So like I said, it's nice. It's nice for somebody else. It's just not for me. So if you like a woody, spicy, leans more woody than spicy, then yeah, you'll like Halfetti. I don't want it. But we know where my, like, especially now, but I'm still liking my ouds and stuff. But it just has to be a certain vibe. But when it's just like, and it has rose, but I didn't get any of those. I just got woody spicy. All right, number 7. Here we go. Well, the bottom is stuck in here. But this is Acqua di Parma Luce di Rosa. And it was a little 5 ml. Now something like this, I would wind up decanting so I could spray it if I was going to wear it. Okay, so this is Luce de Rosa. Now, I think the Aqua de Parma is pretty underrated. They don't get as much love as they deserve as a brand. So this, of course, is a rose, obviously. But let me say this. Okay. This is kind of like a green, spicy rose. Um, because the notes in this one is pink pepper, bergamot, black pepper, mandarin, cardamom, Bulgarian rose, geranium, guaiac vetiver, musk, and cedar. So it's a spicy, but it's kind of like a green spicy. And it has black pepper. So for me, black pepper always smells like pink pepper fine. Black pepper smells like I just took a grinder and, just sprinkled the pepper on me. So it's very green spicy as opposed to like warm spicy that the cardamom is a little strong. It's more cardamom and pink pepper, so it's green kind of spicy, whereas I like warm spicy. Now, the rose is there and it's a nice kind of almost watery rose. So here's the thing I'm gonna say about this. I have Rosa Nobile by Aqua de Parma. And it is I've been wanting it because it is a nice green, fresh, just gorgeous, watery rose for the spring and summer. This is like a spicier version of Rosa Nobile, but a greener spicy, not warm spicy. So for that, I don't want it because I have Rosa Nobile and that's fine. I don't want this one because when it comes down to spicy roses, this just doesn't hit like my other spicy roses. Like I have enough spicy roses to go, I can pass on this one. Because I like spicy roses, but sometimes you just go, nah, that's not enough. It's not enough. All right, number 8. This is Santal Blanc by Van Cleef and Arpels. This one is a little, let me show y'all. It is a 7 mil. Look at how cute it is. I think if I give this one, I'm going to give them the bottles, but I'm actually going to decant it so that they can actually spray it. Let me think about this. Okay. So I own Santal Blanc. This is a favorite of mine. This is a fig sandalwood. I need to do my sandalwoods too. I've been meaning, but I keep buying more, and I'm like, oh, but I'm not done yet because I have a thing. I want to call it the Santal because I like the fact that they're all called Santal. Now I have a couple that aren't, but Santal. Okay, but anyway, this is a fig, violet, a little musk, a little tonka bean. So benzoin. So this is a fig sandalwood with a little powderiness from the violet. This is not for this time of year though. This is definitely a spring and summer fragrance. This is white t-shirt. This is perfectly unisex. It's going to smell good on anybody, but you'd have to be into that fig kind of sandalwood vibe with a little bit of, tonka bean and benzoin to sweeten it up. But it's powdery, just not too powdery. Very, very, this is a good fragrance. Very just, very easy breezy summertime good fragrance to go to. Like, this is like, for instance, this would be perfect to wear at like a barbecue or something where you're going to be outside, but you don't necessarily want to, because y'all know some of y'all are scared of bees. You don't want to attract bees, but you want to smell good. This would be it because it's clean, it's fresh. Santal Blanc. Number 9. This is one of the ones that I really want to try too. So this is Ex Nihilo Flor Narcotique. Here we go, right here. This one is 7 mils. This is 7 ml, 7.5 ml. Tell you, for the price for $125, this was I find this was hands down one of the best values. Like I said, I saw the Harrods one. That one was a good one too. And you know who has a good one is Diptyque. I'm not a Diptyque person, but Diptyque, I think theirs was like $4.95 or something. They actually, I saw what was in theirs. It actually was worth the money considering how much we know Diptyque is, because they did have like this type of size and they had the candles and they didn't have super miniature ones because Diptyque, Diptyque is pricey and it was like 24 days or something. But anyway, Fleur Nacartique. This is she's well known. She's got her fans. Now, this is definitely for the floral girls. Definitely for the florals. Because the notes in here are lychee, bergamot, peach, peony, orange blossom, jasmine. They've got petalia, musk, moss, and woody moss. So this is a really pretty fruity floral, very soft girl life, feminine vibe, right? And people love this one. But Ex Nihilo, she pricey. Ex Nihilo is pricey. Even on the gray market, these babies be pricey, right? But the other reason why I want to try this one is because there is one by Attar Collection that they say is similar. And I'm going to read y'all the notes. It has lychee, bergamot, orange, floral notes, peach, jasmine, white musk, and woody notes. So that is Azora. And Azora is one of my favorites that's another one. And it's a fruity floral, but it's a rich, like you can wear that one now because it's strong. She's strong. She's strong. Now, are they similar? Yes, they are similar. This one, but I'm going to say that to me personally, Azora is a stronger scent. So, and it's much cheaper. So if you try Fleur Nacartique and you're like, ooh, this price is a little pricey, I'm going to say get the Azora from Attar Collection because it will fulfill that need. I'm not saying that it's going to be a one-to-one dupe because I'm sorry, everybody be looking for these one-to-one dupes of these expensive things. I'm okay if they're very similar, and okay, so this is very similar, so I would not buy this. I got Azora, and if I ran out, I would still buy Azora again because it's about the same. It really is. It's not that much different. I'm sure somebody's gonna say no. It's much richer and it's more complex and more sophisticated because they paid $300 for it. But I'm here to say it's about the same. It's about the same to me in my pocket. Number 10. Oh, I forgot this one. This is Thé Oolong by Armani Privé. And this is a 7.5 ml right here. She cute. Have I tried any of the Armani Privés? I think I have. Somebody gave me some samples before, but I haven't had a lot of them. So Thé Oolong is exactly what it is. It's a tea fragrance. It's giving you fresh, it is definitely citrusy, green, fresh. The notes for this one is mandarin orange, petitgrain, cardamom, green tea, black tea, orange blossom, jasmine, vetiver, ambrette, and iris. So it's kind of, it's a nice, fresh, musky, powdery, citrusy tea. It's let me try this one more time before I say what I'm about to say. Because honestly, when it comes to stuff like tea-based fragrances, I'm just being real. Yeah. Oh my goodness, there was some in the top and it just almost blinded me. I got fragrance right there on my face. Hey, y'all ain't saying nothing. What's going on? Y'all real quiet. So this is not, if you have tea-based fragrances, you don't need this. If you're looking for a tea-based fragrance and you want to splurge and give yourself a beautiful presentation and want to sit and flex and spend the money on yourself, go and get Tea Oolong. However, there are other tea fragrances you can get. To be quite honest, I'm just being honest. This vibe's like a green, almost like a green tea. Ooh, I know nobody wants to hear that. Let me see, did anybody say this on Fragrantica? Because it kind of vibes like a green tea, y'all. And if you have oolong cha, it definitely vibes like oolong cha. But like if you're like, hey, I want a little green tea, a little tea in my life, I want to try it out, go get you some green tea. Spend the $12, $15 as opposed to that. Then of course we have replicas by the fireplace, 7 mLs. Cute little that vibe right there. The little vibe. If you don't know what by the fireplace is, you know, it is giving you, you know, the Mesa Margiela is giving you that woody by the fireplace coziness. It's not for me. Not that it's not a good one. It's just not my style. So, no, for me. Now, is it good? Of course it is. And then the last one, look how big they made this box. They get you all excited about it. And then this is it. Tribeca, this little one. It's like, y'all just really, y'all could have put in two. Y'all could have put in a bonus one for this big ass box. Okay, so this is Bond number 9's Tribeca. This is, of course, a 5 ml. And this is, have to be. Okay, so now this Tribeca is a very popular one. And so I wanted to try it, you know, just to see what's it about, right? So this is a, you know, caramely, let me give y'all some notes. If the notes come up. Yeah. Okay, so the notes are hazelnut cacao, jasmine sambac cedar, and Bryson caramel and moss. So this is slightly nutty. So it's giving you a little nuttiness, a little chocolatiness, a chocolate hazelnut, almost like, you know, a Nutella vibe, right? We know chocolate, cacao, and hazelnut is Nutella. And then it's got the caramel and everything, and the cedar and the moss. You do get a little muskiness to it. So if you have Angel Muse, you don't need this. Like I own Angel Muse. I'm not into this anymore. But if you have Angel Muse, which we know is a discontinued, which is hard to find now, you don't need Tribeca. If you're looking for that chocolatey hazelnut vibe, you might go with Angel Muse. I'm just saying. And I know everybody be like, oh my God, this is so good. It's nice. It is. It is giving what it says it's giving. But I have to admit that I'm not a huge Bond number 9 fan. I think that I think the bottles are ugly. First off, I think the bottles are ugly. And then I think the scents are not as spectacular as they're made out to be. And so this is a nice chocolatey hazelnut fragrance. Now, I will say, you don't see a lot of chocolate hazelnut fragrances. So if that's what you want, you probably do need to get Tribeca because you can't find Angel Muse right now. So you can't find Angel Muse. So there we have it. I don't see anybody talking, so I am not going to keep y'all. So I have given y'all the advent calendar, the Bloomingdale's. I hope that, you know, helps you out. If it's still available, let's see if it's still available. Let me check for y'all. Let me check and see if it's still there. Hey, Melissa, let me see if it is still here and maybe you can get it, okay? It's not. Okay, they sold out because you was just looking, weren't you? You was checking. Okay, so yeah, here's the 12-day fragrance advent calendar. Let me say this. Real talk, these advent calendars, you got to get in quick because they're so popular, especially for the content creators. So they're pushing them out. So people are hearing about them and shop and buying them because apparently Ulta had a really good one. That they had one that was for influencers, but they actually had one that was for regular folks that wasn't too bad. But anyway, the 12-day fragrance advent. Now I am proud of myself. Now let's have a can I get some applause, some clapped hands for the fact that I actually did this on time, that I actually bought it, tried out everything, and came back and did a video. Because that is where I lack. I lack at those things. I suck at those things because I will get a fragrance. I'll get these little samples and everything and never get back to them. So that's where I'm going in 2026, is to try to do better about them things. Thank you. Thank you. I thought I was being very influencer-like. Next year when I get it, though, if I get an advent calendar, I'm going to do a full influencer unboxing because my unboxing is never good. I just don't have the influencer style. I just can't do it. It's just, I'm like, we gotta do all of that. I gotta look at it. That is what I forgot. They are the best fragrance ever. See, sometimes though, right? And I didn't tap on the box. I didn't tap on the box. I got to put my nails on the tap. Hi, Aliana. I gotta work on my influencer style of things. I've got to work on the influencer style. Because I'm just... See, that's my problem though. So here's the thing. What was my favorite of them all? Honestly, I have to say, of the ones that I didn't know, if I had to say one for you to buy, I'm gonna say, okay, honestly, I'm gonna say none of them at that price point. Like I said, there are things that I like in there, but I wouldn't pay the price point for them because this is our niche, right? I'm just being honest. Like, for instance, I like the Bal de Freak, but I'm gonna tell you, go get Al Rayhan, because Al Rayhan by Attar, because it's pretty much the same thing. Fleur Narcotique, get a Zora from Attar for $70. That's what I mean. So those are right. So I'm de-influencing. The Power Self by Initio is a pretty, and I'm real talk about this one. I think it's pretty, but it didn't grab me. Like, for instance, I bought recently Gucci's Winter Spring. I'm going to do my whole year of fragrances because I didn't buy as many like I normally buy. So I can actually do a video or a live or something. I know y'all going to say, do a live of all the fragrances that I buy. Fleur Narcotique, the regular one, the original. I don't know, there's two of them. So it smells, Azora smells almost, they're very similar, very same vibes. So like the Power Self didn't grab me. It was pretty. I was like, oh, the Inspired one, Azora by Attar Collection. That smells very similar, but it's a little bit stronger. So like the Power Self one didn't grab me because like I tried Winter Spring by Gucci and that one was beautiful and I was able to get it at a really good price, but I did want that one, right? The Power Self is pretty, but it was like a floral musk, and I'm like, okay, I got a lot of florals, I got a lot of musk, I got floral musk, so it didn't grab me like other things grab me, so I can honestly say in that one, I mean, Delina's in there. Of course, I love Delina. Now, here's what I'm going to say. If I was going to say to buy one of them, buy Santal Blanc by Van Cleef & Arpels. I already own that. I love it. So there we go. There's the one. The one I would say, but only buy the fragrance net, don't buy retail, is Santal Blanc. I think Santal Blanc is just like a really fresh, clean, um, really nice fragrance to wear. So Santal Blanc, there we go. And especially Melissa, with you living in a hot climate, that would be perfect because it's fig, it's sandalwood, it's not too much, because I know sometimes you worry about being in the heat, things being cloying, right? So it's appropriate for the desert. Yeah, it's perfect because that's a definite summertime bop. There we have it. I mean, you can't go wrong with not a perfume, right? And I will say people could get Baciami. It's just not for me. It's just not for me. Baciami's not for me. Only because, like I said, when I wear a floral, I don't necessarily need it to be a floral vanilla. Before I forget, y'all, for my people who watch Midsummer Murders, did some of y'all watch Midsummer Murders? They got a new season. I just watched the first two. I'm hating the fact that they don't just drop the whole seasons anymore, like on BritBox and things. You got to watch them every week. But if you watch Midsummer Murders, they got a new season. Just want to throw that out there. Just wanted to throw that out there. Best of. So I guess I should do some best of. But yeah, because I said I'm going to because this year, because I had such a long stretch where I barely bought anything, I bought towards the beginning of the year. So I said I'm going to look at all my hauls from the beginning of the year to remember what I bought. But I didn't buy that much this year. Like in the grand scheme of purchasing. And I feel good about it. I feel good. I know a lot of us who are on here with me, most of us have slowed down because we do own a lot. We own a lot. So we don't, I think we're all slowing down. And baby, let me tell y'all something I just saw, and I'm going to talk about it tomorrow. Do y'all know there's another Donna Born in Roma coming out? Baby, when they say beat a dead horse, they mean beat that motherfucking horse till it's pulverized. Till it's pulverized. Because they have another one. Now, I will say, I'm a little bit interested in it. I'll tell y'all what it is, but tomorrow on Face Fragrance and Foolery. But it's like, damn, didn't y'all just put out one? I mean, didn't they just have one come out like 3 months ago or something? I'm like, come on. And that's why, yeah, I'm good. Because the amount of fragrances these companies are coming out with is obscene. Makeup comes out a lot, but let's just be honest, the price point on makeup is a total different price point than fragrances. And you're talking about a very expensive hobby. It's expensive. And like the pace that they're coming out with things, you can tell. Right. So, right. Hi, Chris. I'm interested in it, but it's because of the note. But I'm like, damn. It's like, how many more of these are y'all gonna have? Y'all. Let me cancel this for a minute. I just can't. It's like how many are we gonna come out with? How I would like, for instance, if they would come out with maybe 1 or 2 flankers a year, okay. But they coming out with so much. So much. It's just ridiculous. It's like I can't mess with it. All right, y'all. That was the signal that it is 10:30 and I need to take my black behind to sleep. Y'all, let me tell y'all, no, y'all know I said that I got a story. I was gonna leave this just for my whole nation, but I'm gonna tell y'all. Let me tell y'all. Yes. Oh yeah, they're doing every variation they could think of on that Donna Born aroma. They're gonna come out with every variation. They still haven't done pistachio. When is that coming out? Hold up. So we get to work. We get to school today, and I didn't know this, but all of a sudden we had a early morning meeting. All the teachers had a early morning meeting with the principal called this early morning meeting. Now you know Friday we going into break. Baby, she calls it as me. Nobody knew this was happening. It was coming. So it's like, what? So we go into this meeting and she wants us to talk about how we're feeling. She's talking about, we going into this is a level set, blah, blah, blah. And how are we feeling? And, what basically what stressors, because people are calling off. Baby, it was big crickets. It was crickets in that meeting. Crickets. Because let's just be honest. When does leadership in any job, and I'm talking about my school, but in any job, really want to honestly hear how we feel about our job? When do they really want the honest truth? They really don't. And what they do, because usually when you do give them the truth, they turn on your ass. They use it against you. And if you've been working long enough, everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. So it was like the quietest. We sat in that damn meeting for 40 minutes. It could have been done in 5-10 minutes. Oh no, she was trying to scare folks this one. Baby, she was talking about absences and how we need to keep ourselves healthy so we don't take days off. I cannot make this up. And I'm just sitting, I'm like, I ain't saying a damn thing, because we all know that if we say something and you all don't like what we're saying, oh, okay, it's gonna be a problem. Y'all, I done lost some fucking earrings. I gotta clean my desk. Some shit's missing. Okay. Because these are some cute little earrings. Right. Oh, no. She just told us to buy those things. We need to get those things. No, they ain't gonna give. Because look at this. This is so cute. It's like a little thing that like hugs your ear. And I can only find one of them. This is really sad because this is really cute. Dang. And I bought it on eBay, so I ain't gonna be able to get it no time soon. But it was just like, but the thing was, is like, I was sitting there like, do you really think we're gonna tell you something? Do you really think people are going to be like, well, the kid, like how we feeling? Because before she even said this, because you could tell they had these conversations in the leadership meeting. This other lady was like, the way you're feeling and the way you are projecting, basically, our how we're feeling predicates how the kids act. So if they acting bad, this is what they keep telling us. If the kids are acting out and having bad behavior, it's because it's because of our attitudes. They're modeling our attitudes. I said, so what the fuck you want me to say? Because here's the thing. So if I tell you this is how I'm feeling because this is what's been going on, these kids are overwhelming me. There's so many. So what you're going to tell me is, what are you doing? Because that's always how it falls back. And that is why there's so much teacher burnout. Because, and when you hear this is no lie, and this comes up at every school you at almost. The first line is, what are you doing? You could have done everything. You could have done everything you can think of. And then they'll go, what are you doing? And now I'm learning also, because now I'm in a elementary school, right? And so there is a big difference when you are in an elementary school than a high school, because usually leadership in a high school have worked in high schools, and most of them have been high school teachers, so they can relate to what you're doing on some type of level. Now, if they ain't been in the classroom in a long time, they're not their expectations of management in the classroom are totally off with these little badass kids and their parents, and they know, and they should know this and acknowledge it. So, but when you're in an elementary school, especially like when you teach it like middle school, which is pretty much pre-high school, right? So because we have to teach on a different level, most of the leadership has either worked in pre-K, the kindergarten teachers, or first, second, third grade teachers, and now they're trying to act like they can explain how to manage and teach, older children when they've never done it. And their experience dealing with the older kids is in leadership, which is, if you're a good leader, you can flex your leadership, your title, and they're gonna give you some type of respect. But I feel like this: if you walk into the classroom as a principal and them kids don't get quiet and start doing their work, they ain't giving you that much respect either. Because see, they act like that's on us, but that's also and something about you too. That tells you how they really do look at us. Because these kids are so defiant and say some shit, and you tell them sit down, they look at you. No, I don't feel like sitting down. I said, I got something for y'all, because I'm bringing stuff, but and they don't want to acknowledge that we're doing the best we can in here, but there's only so much we can do. Because like I always say, part of the reason why we did better in school, how we were in school, was because of our parents and the consequences that were meted out at home. If you got a call home, if you got a note sent home about how you was acting in school, or you got a call, don't get a call. Because we didn't want the repercussions of our parents, then we acted a little bit better. I'm not going to say we was perfect, but we did act better. These kids don't give a fuck. And I always tell them that. I said, because y'all are a reflection of your parents, about what people think of your parents out in these streets. So when you act a damn fool, that's what we see you as. And we see your parents as, oh, they ain't got no control over them kids. Because if I call your parent and you come back and do the same shit the same way the next day, oh, I understand. So now I know to deal with you like, oh, your parents don't give a fuck. And I won't tell them that's the truth, but that's, oh, I found my earring. Yes. That I look at you, oh, like your parents don't give a damn. They don't care about your education. They don't care about any of those things, but they're going to buy you some new shoes. And I swear to God, these kids have no boundaries, y'all. I almost lost it this week on a kid. This little boy, one of my students, grabbed my coat and put it on. Oh, your coat look cool, because I have a teddy coat that I've been wearing with the hood on it. Your coat look cool. If you don't get my coat off of you. And here's the thing. I had to say that 2 or 3 times for him to take my coat off. Now I can't snatch it off your little skinny ass, because then that's problematic, because now I'm being forceful with your ass. But you put on my coat and thought you should do that. That was sitting on the back of my chair. So you walked over to my chair, picked up my coat and put it on. And then, y'all know I drink hot water and lemon a lot. So I have my tea kettle with my water and my lemons. Every day, children ask me for my lemons. Every day. Now, there's this myth, and I'm saying this as a myth because we have this thing where when you work in urban education, everybody's like, oh my God, the poor kids, they don't have enough food, they don't have enough this. And I'm here to say that not every child is suffering like that. Because when I see you with brand new Jordans on, then you should, because I have to tell them, go ask your mom. Like, they will literally be like, because I eat oranges. You got oranges. They want my oranges. Now I bring them, I say, this is for my lunch for the week. They will ask me every day for oranges. Now, mind you, they get free lunch and free breakfast. They come to school on time, they get some food every day. So it's not like the school is not providing. But if they see you with something, they want it. It is the most bizarre thing ever. I never asked a teacher for their food. Now, if a teacher brought food, stuff, snacks for the class, that's one thing. But they ask and expect. Oh, yeah, they all get free food. But their expectation is that you give them something. Like this week, they like, are you, because they call Thursday supposed to be movie day. You bring in snacks? I said, y'all can bring snacks. You bring snacks every day. They bring in bags full of chips and everything. But they're looking for me to bring in snacks for them. And I'm on the verge of being like, y'all ain't even worth me. The only snacks they're about to get, because there's so much candy in the house, is I'm taking all the Halloween candy and I'm throwing a handful in some bags, and that's what they get. And I'm only going to give it to the kids who acted right, because there's a few of them act disrespectful the next 2 days. Don't come to me asking me for something, because I'm going to tell them, you know what? Remember when you was acting like this? No, I'm not giving you shit, because I'm the one to do it. Consequences and repercussions for the things you do. And if you act disrespectful to me, don't come at me 2 days later asking me to give you anything, because you ain't my friend right now. And they act like we shouldn't do stuff like that. But honey, this is a cold world, and I'm about to treat you about a chilly fucking day, because we supposed to teach them SEL. So that's always my SEL. I purposely do shit like that. If some kid acts real fucked up toward me, I will buy some shit to come in with and give it to everybody around and say, oh, no, you don't like me. You're talking crazy to me. I do it in a heartbeat. Because one, he on my list. I tell you to sit down and you refuse, and you sit up there and you still refuse, but the other days you want to come up and hug me and talk about, hey, Miss Cal, no, but partner, we ain't friends. I just didn't feel like doing it. Okay, well, I don't feel like giving you any of this candy either. Because I am petty like that. Oh, I'm looking at something that's very old. All right, y'all. Now I'm officially off of here. Y'all know I have to end it with some, I can never just say, okay, I'm done. There's always at least another 10 minutes for me to talk stuff. So as always, thank you for hanging out. Appreciate y'all as always. Y'all get some sleep too, because some of y'all on the East Coast, y'all need to have y'all black asses sleep right now anyway. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.